What is driving nutrition experts nuts right now? Well, if you answered protein, you would be correct. So basically, right now in the US, the food industry, which is worth $367 billion, is putting protein into everything because that's what Americans want, right? We're talking about protein potato chips that are made from chicken breasts, egg whites, and bone broth. Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Yeah.
Yuck. We're talking ice cream made with 30 grams of protein. We're talking about candy that has 14 grams of protein per bag, which is the equivalent of a half a cup of cottage cheese. Why don't they just eat cottage cheese instead of candy? But so here's what totally blows my mind. In the year 2024, 97 new products were launched with protein in the brand name, which is double what it was in 2023. That's not even the number of products. You know what I mean? That's the brand name. That's not even just the name of the product. And it is stated that in 2025 so far, the fastest growing grocery items are those that have more protein per serving, meaning 25 grams or more. Okay. But here's the problem. Okay. In this article, they mentioned a software engineer in California. Okay. And
Yeah.
he is one of those that is just eating the heck out of protein. Okay. And he calls himself a self professed protein connoisseur. Okay.
Oh.
But his main focus is discovering protein crap. Okay. That is healthy options that taste like junk food. If that is not the most ironic statement ever, but when you look at all these new products, that's exactly what you're getting. You are
Right.
getting quote unquote healthier for you junk food. It's still junk food at the end of the day. It does not matter how many grams of protein are in it. And then you throw in things like GLP-1 users that have also gone into the whole boosting protein because it offsets the loss of muscle mass. You include things like social media trends where protein powders are no longer something that just hangs out in the gym. People are now, it's a staple in their kitchen. They are adding protein powders to everything. Like, I mean, we're talking full on recipes where they're adding protein powder to cookies, okay? There's even TV shows like HBO's The White Lotus, where one of the characters has an addiction to protein shakes.
Now,
Okay.
hold on. That feels like maybe that's reflective of our society at this point. They're just mirroring society
Oh,
with.
hands down, because it only takes 5 minutes on TikTok for you to realize there are people out there who all they think about and talk about some food noise. All they think about is how am I going to eat 188 grams of protein per day? Okay. But here's the kicker. Okay. The nutrition recommendation for an average healthy adult is only zero point 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. So that means
Right.
if you are 150 pounds, it recommends that you eat 54 grams. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the same amount that would be found in half a pound of chicken breast, 2 eggs with a cup of plain yogurt, plus a cup of nuts. Okay. Those all seem like reasonable portions to me, not
Right.
this insanity where people are trying to eat over 100 grams of protein per day. And here's what nobody talks about that really starts to get me. You can basically OD on protein,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
That basically, if you overload of certain amino acids found in protein, it can lead to cardiovascular disease, okay? And there was a study done by a professor of medicine, nutrition, and exercise physiology at the University of Missouri School of Medicine. Her name is Bettina Mittendorfer. And she said that they did a study where her team shoved as much extra protein as they could into pasta and sauces. Okay. And she said that at the end of the day, all of this stuffing protein into things like soup and waffles, it has more to do with marketing than anything else. That basically people are buying the product simply for the amount of protein in it, not for its actual health effects. And that in reality, Americans, the number one thing needed by all Americans is fiber. Okay. But here's the best quote I have read in a long time. It says, which would you rather do? Would you rather have muscle strength and vitality or prunes and Metamucil? Because when it comes to marketing, those are your options.
Right. Yeah, but that's the
Kills
thing is
me.
like, so two things. One, average serving of Haagen-Dazs has 5 grams of protein. So, in
Not
case you're
bad.
wondering, regular Haagen-Dazs is just fine for getting you some protein. Two, like I've been eating a decent amount of peanut butter lately because I've been doing a lot of overnight oats, and a half a cup of peanut butter has 30 grams of protein.
Oh
Like,
no. According to TikTok, peanut butter doesn't count. Too
oh,
many calories.
well, I'm gonna up the
I'm
ante
just
on that
saying.
one. Doing the overnight oats. And I'm throwing in some chia seeds for some fiber because guess what? When I poop better, I feel better. So you can eat all the protein you want, but like it's
Well,
not
and
gonna
here's
do
the
you any
thing.
good.
There are so many different I read this study about so many things basically come out to find out that what people were suffering from, we're talking everything from hip implants where they have to go, replace your hip,
Yeah.
to different bowel surgeries, even exploratory surgeries, all to find out that the patient was actually just constipated. Yes, there are documented cases where people had hip replacement surgery for massive amounts of pain, only to find out that it was due to severe constipation. There was nothing wrong with their hip. Okay?
So the answer is always poop better. That's it. At
Yes.
the end of the day, to keep your body running the way that it needs to run, you could put all the protein you want in it. But if you're not pooping real good, like you feel like crap, you feel heavy, you feel weighed down, you feel lethargic. Like honest to God, if I'm not pooping, I ain't happy. So my one and only goal on a daily basis is to poop one time because that's all I need.
I
I'm a once a day pooper. That's it. That's my whole
I
goal.
want to see health influencers that instead of counting protein are counting fiber. Okay.
Let's
Now,
go.
I don't want to go to the extremes where I want to see the people that only eat fruit. There are literal people that literally eat nothing but fruit, like a half a watermelon for breakfast. Crazy crap. Okay. I'm talking about, I want to see real health influencers that are eating, fruits and vegetables in a moderate way to where they're actually hitting their fiber goals.
At
So
the
let
end
us
of the
know
day,
down below. Are you seeing the just absolute insanity as far as protein obsession? And have you ever thought about, do you get enough fiber? And maybe that's what you're missing. Let us know down below.